Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and back to my kitchen. Now today we are going to be making enchiladas. Hold up, before you say anything, if you know how to make enchiladas, let me just go ahead and put out a disclaimer that I do not. I don't know where I got this recipe from. I don't know why I thought that these were enchiladas, but this is the way I make them. So if you want to try my version of enchiladas, then stay tuned because men love them. I'm telling you, they're a hit. And that's the point of this. Am I right? All right, first things first, we have some chicken to cook. The way I cook mine is I am going to boil it. Now I can't really tell you how long I boil it. I just boil it until it looks done. And the way that I check for doneness is by opening it up. If it's pink inside, not done. Boil your chicken. All right, while we are waiting on our literally chicken to just sit here and boil, we're gonna do our next step, which is cut up an onion. Just take a white or yellow onion and chop her up. Ow! Do not bite my feet. You are being a real douche right now. Do you know that? Stop. Oh God. He's licking them and it's really gross. Oh, Elliot. Go ahead and throw your onion into a bowl because what we are going to do is we are going to add water to this and then we are going to microwave it for a little bit because we're going to cook some of the stank out of these onions before we add them. Now I went ahead and I put them in the microwave for 3 minutes. We'll see if that's enough. Probably not. I probably should have gone 5, but there's no turning back now. Now, while we're waiting on our onions and for our stuff to boil, what we're gonna make next, we're going to take some Old Smoky moonshine filled with cherries. Pour a good bit in. Stop! And some V8 berry blend. Now this part is for you. Let's get back to cooking. All right, so our chicken is pretty much done now. So we're gonna start taking it out. Grab you some forks.
This is the part where you burn yourself.
Shut up. And start shredding your chicken. Did it sound like I just said chicken? Chicken. Shred your chicken. Alright, so even though I just used like editing magic or whatever and cut out a lot of that, that took a really long time. Now I could have shortened it by doing it through a food processor, but I didn't want to do that because I don't like the size. I'm looking for this size. Like I want a specific size in my chicken shred and I just can't get that with a processor. Before things start to get nasty, let's add all of our stuff. We're going to start off with the onions that we cooked that don't smell so strong anymore. Make sure you drain them before you put them in, please. Next, we add a small can of chopped olives, a whole can of Southwestern corn, lots of shredded cheese, and finally some green chili enchilada sauce. Okay, warning. At this point, it gets really, really messy. If you are not a girl who likes to get things on your hands or you just think messy things are icky, just stop here. Go back to making whatever it was that you were making before, because he's gonna leave you anyway. Otherwise, wash your hands and let's push forward. Grab yourself a nice casserole dish here. Pop her down, get her in place. You're gonna wanna have a plate, plenty of tortillas, and what I do is I pour the green sauce directly onto the plate. Then I take my tortilla and I coat both sides. And as I'm coating this side, I go ahead and scoop up my mix, put it on, roll it up and pop her in. Now anything that falls out, just pick it up and put it back in. I mean, it's the same stuff that's in the bowl that's all over this plate anyway, so who cares? Now, chances are you have a bag of 10 tortillas, so you're gonna do this 10 times. We have all of our little ducks in a row here. The oven is currently preheating to 350 degrees. So we are going to take some of our green sauce and we are going to pour it back over the top of these because we don't want them drying out. Then we are going to absolutely drown them in cheese. Drown them. I want them dead, dying from suffocation of cheese. How are you out of breath? You, with that makeup, you look 40 years old right now.
How long is it?
You look like a 40-year-old single woman who has seen her fair share of heartbreak. So maybe you need to be paying attention to these recipes. Go ahead and loosely cover the top of this with aluminum foil. We're gonna let that bake for about 20 minutes. Now, I don't know if that's like the official bake time of enchiladas or whatever, because like I said, I don't actually know how to make these. I just kind of do this. And then we're gonna pull them out, take off that foil, put them back in for 5 minutes. That way, whatever little corners and stuff are showing can kind of brown and crisp off. And they're just gonna be like so good. But yeah, let's go ahead and pop them in the oven. And this crackhead over here wants me to remind you to find you someone to hang out with because this could take a while. Look at her. She put makeup on earlier and apparently it is now running down her face.
What is wrong with my eyebrows?
Everything. This is my toe licker, Elliot. It's not like I have a weird husband that was crawling around on the floor sucking toes.